Gladwell. Na Mheshimiwa Gladwell, nashukuru sana umekuja hapa. I really want to make an appeal to you and that area you are taking care of. Kwa nini sisi watu wa Baringo director anaandikwa asubuhi, alafu saa 8 anafutwa, unaleta mtoto mwingine wa nyumba hii? Kwa nini mnatupiganisha? Kutoka huko tiati tunapigana, kutoka kwa directorship tunapigana, na shida yote ni nyinyi mshindwe. Mwisho ni
You've watched that clip. Mheshimiwa Kiplimo was speaking in a funeral in Baringo North, and he was accusing Kano for, firing people inappropriately or
actually misusing power.
Well, you're claiming that they are misusing powers. Maybe yes. You can give us details about that speech.
When Chelugui was appointed the minister for water, Chelugui really helped the people of Baringo. You know, during Moi's time, there are only 45 directors from Kalenjin Nation all over Rift Valley. Chelugui, in the water ministry and the other few, he managed to secure 26 from Baringo alone.
26 directors from Baringo.
Yes. Not mentioning the other areas. And he managed also, like me and director Joan is from Uasin. But you know, funny enough, all those directors are at home now, including me.
They were fired
because we have not aligned ourselves with Kano. That is the only reason. Because I had to, not at the, because at Ueze Kazi. When I went to Lake Victoria North, I was the chair of audit committee. Go look for the audit chief manager audit. He told me he has never seen such a serious case. Because I would look for briefing, I would see, I would look for it, I would work on the work given to me and the briefing given by the chief manager. I would present reports to the committee. Baga Dr. Julius Kones and Abiga Makofi. Funny enough, the likes of Francisca Kamuren, the likes of Augustus Chepkuru, Vincent
Kemoso.
Yes. Just because they don't subscribe to Gideon School of Politics. You know, I grew up. Mimi ni mtoto wa Nyayo. Wewe unakumbuka watoto ya Nyayo?
Hata mimi nilikunywa maziwa.
Na tulikuwa tunaimba kabisa, sisi ni watoto ya Nyayo.
Tunaingia.
Moi, as being said, was a dictator. But it's a lie. Moi loved us from his heart. We chose Gideon because of the love we have for Moi. But so he is proving to be an outright dictator. You know, Kamama was appointed in the morning by Chelugui to the NSSF board. But because Gideon does not like him, he removed him 6 in the evening.
His appointment was revoked.
It was revoked.
But it was still under the same name. It is Mheshimiwa CS for Water appointing, and in the evening, Mheshimiwa CS for Water revoking appointment.
It is the OP. It's the OP.
Office of the President.
By the directions of Gideon.
So are you trying to say that Gideon, Moi and Kano is a powerful political...
Very powerful as of now. Have you seen the letters they are distributing?
Which letters are those?
There are some letters distributing, I don't know. Alexander puts in his timeline every now and then.
What letters?
Saying we are empowering children. I don't know what they are. But that
are they giving out jobs? Maybe you can shed light on
yes, something like that. But I don't know we can, because even yesterday she said a lady who has been in the market in Kabarnet, you will not see her anymore because anaimba kanu.
Anapewa kazi.
Yes.
So
hata mimi leo ningetaka nikuwe director Lake Victoria North once again.
Wimbe kanu.
Nianza tu kupiga magoti nikaenda Kitiono. Then the evening you will see my letter.
And now on that, I would be asking you, do you think this is sustainable, and do you think it is the correct way of doing things?
It's wrong. If I was Gideon, since he is close to the president, very close, closer than William Ruto, when Chelwe appoints one to show us his power, let them appoint two. Others not revoke the other one. So let me tell you the story about Gapteria. You know, in Gapteria, the last time I saw Gladwell, and Gladwell should not pretend that he doesn't.
Gladwell is a women rep for Baringo County.
Was when I was MCA. She was looking for the seat. We met in Kabemoy, a house from a lady called Rosemary. Rosemary is my relative. She is my mom's cousin. And we talked a lot with Gladwell. And I saw her. I think Gladwell is a very intelligent lady. To say the truth. To say the least. When we met, she told me if there's somebody I do not want in this country, it's William. We differed from that day. Mimi ukisema mbaya juu ya William Ruto, unfortunately tuna differ. Good enough, Gladwell was chosen to be our women rep, women MP. I clapped my hands. I said, that lady will come. So the next time we met with Gladwell was in Capteria. And I really want to apologize. I don't harass women. I don't go harassing women. I actually sent Gladwell. I did not attack her. If there was an attack I was making, hata nikisema mushindwe, it was Kanu. I didn't tell Gladwell mushindwe. What made this thing go ewala is Gladwell's response. Gladwell responded to me in a very madharau way, you know, telling me Gotoigi mnyige win, mimi sitaki maneno ya mnyige, na makiu the firstborn ya Gladwell anaitwa Gladwell, mtoto ya mnyige, mtoto yetu. Kama mimi ningekuwa circumcised Baringo North, ningekuwa mnyige, ningekuwa nini, ningekuwa Kabarnet. But here in Koibatek, we are a bit ahead in age set.
Well, I'm looking at this clip.
So let me finish. Let me finish comment. So when Gladwell responded, she said something rather distasteful by telling me, "Twende nyuma ya tent."
Mukutane nyuma ya tent.
Alafu to roll. You know now, you know. So it was a bit distasteful because we are in a function where the old people, young people.
And I think that was echoed by Mheshimiwa Cheptumo.
Now, that one Ike Cheptumo. Because Cheptumo also is feeling the pain. He's feeling the pain over brother-in-law of Cheptumo being removed, not because he is not competent. Only because he's a brother-in-law of Cheptumo.
Well, outside that, I'm looking at this clip on the perspective of your role in the county politics and also the national politics.
Yes.
You step in a function, you speak, and it makes news. And you've clearly stated your interest that in 2027 you're looking at being the MP for Eldama Ravine. That one is given, or rather it is clear. Back to the same conversation about your involvement in the politics. We've also seen you support some candidates, attack some candidates. You've also criticized the current regime, and you even played that clip where you're telling the governor you need to improve on the roads. You've said the previous regime, you tried your best to put structures in place, but the people decided that we are sweeping the house clean, which you also feel it was wrong. But now, with this upward trend and even your involvement in the county politics, where do you see yourself immediately after 2022?
Thank you. Very good question. First of all, why my sentiments make headlines is because I say it as it is. That is me. That is Kiplimo for you. Where I see myself is I live in a place called Mesegon.
Mesegon.
Yeah, I live in Moringo is the entire place, but where I live is Mesegon. I see myself in Mesegon after campaigning for Cheboy and actually trying my best to make Cheboy win. I'm not campaigning for him so that he gives me a job. No, I only want this county to prosper. And as I've told you, we put the right leaders who will go and sit and work for the people. Not fitina easy kidogo. Pana, you know, Governor Cheboy. Don't think the people were fools who were Don't imagine the people were fools. They had their concerns too. And one of the greatest concerns of why Cheboy lost was not because he did not perform. People surrounding him.
People surrounding him. The deep state.
Yes. He had a very serious deep state where even as an MCA, you could go and raise some concern. By the way, when I was in Kabarnet, everybody, when I go to Kabarnet, everybody knew I was in Kabarnet. One day, checks ambassador ilichelewa. And every MCA was complaining. Now I went to the education office. I found the guy who was dealing with the checks is not here. And I asked the lady to help me. The lady just looked at me and she continued doing her work. I asked her, where is the guy? Unfortunately, that guy passed on. I'm sorry. But he used to have a drink even at 9 in the morning. So, I brought the whole education office to a standstill. I ran mad. And are you aware by that evening all checks were signed?
So there was some level of laxity and sabotage.
Yes. And by 4 p.m., police were looking for me. You've gone to the education office and caused chaos. But when I went there, I put my foot down. I said, the last check I will take is for Ravine ward. The last check.
Let the rest be sorted.
But start with those, and I am giving you 24 hours. And people worked. That is me. So even now, many people might think I am going to Baringo North, I'm going to campaign for Mheshimiwa Cheboy so that I get a job. I'm not that desperate, my friend. In fact, if there is somebody I should campaign with all my strength, is Chelogoi. If he wants this, because Chelogoi, true to his word, appointed me. But now, I think for now, Cheboy is the thing. And I tell you, SK, you move around. You are a journalist. Wewe unasikia vile ground inatetemeka. Ikingojea tu Cheboy arudi. So, in that, I want to tell you, my involvement in this politics, is not so that I see myself tomorrow as a CC, as a CEO, as a director, or as a what? No, or as a nominated MCA. Let me tell you, if I wanted to vie for Ravine Ward MCA today, I'll not need even a shilling.
You're sure you'll get it?
Go to the market. Every single day. Let me tell you, SK, every single day. There's somewhere I sit there. There's somewhere I sit even when sometimes when we talk, I am there karibu na market.
I've found you there severally.
Every day, not less than 10 people are asking me. Elders have come to my home, but I have a philosophy. When I left MCA, I went away with my hat. My hat with a seat of MCA. My hat with a seat of MCA. Ilikwisha. And I do not want to vie for a seat yenye roho yangu haiko, sitafanya kazi. Sasa hivi roho yangu bwana iko kwa MP. Hata na wote yangu I dream being an MP.